Peter Dutton has vowed to scrap the offshore wind farm projected for the Hunter region. Kenny Heatley is live at Port Stephens. Kenny, the opposition leader committing to cancelling that major project there.
Yes, that's right. There are 6 offshore wind farm projects, as you can see by this graphic here, slated around the country, proposed by the Albanese government, stretching from New South Wales, Victoria and the WA coastline. The one that is planned here off the New South Wales Hunter coast stretches from Nelson Bay up to Port Stephens, 20 kilometres offshore, and covers an area of 1,854 square kilometres. It was first proposed by Labor after the last federal election in July 2023. The Albanese government and the Department of Climate Change, Energy, Environment and Water say they conducted a 65-day consultation process with the community here, and there were changes as a result of that consultation process, including reducing the size. Well, the opposition leader, Peter Dutton, here with his Liberal candidate for Paterson, Lawrence Antcliffe, saying and vowing that they will scrap the offshore wind farm project if elected next year. Here's a little bit from Peter Dutton.
If there is a change of government at the next election, then we can give an assurance to this local community that this project will not proceed. The Prime Minister's every decision is about how he can try and stop the hemorrhaging of votes from the Labor Party to the Greens. We've looked at the area, the zone where these wind turbines were projected to go 260 metres above the water. This is going to be a scar on the landscape.
The people have spoken. The issue is the locals here in Port Stephens feel that they have not been listened to. There's been no respect for their voice. And this decision has been made by the Labor government, Meryl Swanson, Chris Bowen, Anthony Albanese, without consulting our community. Local businesses, families, individuals. I'm yet to meet someone, when I've been out campaigning, that is absolutely for it at all.
Now, Mr Dutton wouldn't commit to cancelling the other 5 offshore wind farm projects around the country, instead saying that he'll go around the country and speak to each community individually about the offshore wind farm plans, and also wouldn't commit again today in when the coalition would be releasing their nuclear energy plan costings. But we've been speaking to locals here as well. There is quite a lot of anger in the community about Labor's plans for the offshore wind farm, including from local fishermen. And we spoke to Troy, who is the president of local fishermen industry group, and he says that it could decimate the industry here. Here's a bit from that.
What about all the people go out fishing out there and they've got these huge wind farms and they have terrible noises, they affect the game fishing, they affect the environment, it gets disturbed, the noise that they make. All the wind farms in Tasmania don't work. It's not right.
Commercial fleet that fishes out of here in this wind farm area actually contributes 80% of New South Wales flathead quota for the whole of New South Wales. 80% will be lost to the market if this wind farm goes ahead.
So that's fish that people eat?
That's fish that people eat every day. Fresh seafood, 80% of the flathead quota will be gone.
Treasurer Jim Chalmers responding a short time ago to this decision by Peter Dutton and the coalition.
Peter Dutton went there for a fundraiser and needed something to say the next day. And so the announcement that he's made today would put thousands of jobs at risk. Talking about a very substantial opportunity to generate cleaner and cheaper energy. And Peter Dutton, in the usual destructive and risky way, wants to put those thousands of jobs and all of that renewable energy at risk.
The electorate of Paterson here is held on a thin margin of 3.3% by Labor MP Meryl Swanson, who has held the seat since 2016. Because this wind farm was proposed after the last election, this is going to be the defining issue for this electorate leading up to next year's election. Kieran.
Sure will be. Thank you, Kenny.